Okay, started day 63. Hi. Started day 63. We're at the Quarry Gap Shelter. Came up here last night when we couldn't get a camp spot in New Caledonia State Park. It's a gorgeous shelter. It's big and very, very well maintained. It was very populated. It has a stream or a spring running right here in front of it, and a box spring just to back the way in the path. It's very nice. Doesn't necessarily make you sleep any better, but somebody said this is the best maintained shelter on the Appalachian Trail, and it has some amenities like a porch swing up here and a few things like that. Has some tent pads up here, or tent decks, whatever you want to call them, that are level, and so it's very nice. Today's goal is about 15 to another shelter, which will be slightly before Pine Grove Furnace State Park. Pine Grove Furnace State Park is where people traditionally do what's called the half-gallon challenge. At the halfway mark of the AT, you try to eat a half-gallon of ice cream, and if you can eat a half-gallon within, I think, an hour, they give you a little wooden spoon to commemorate it. I'm not going to do that, but Creek may do that. He said he's interested in doing it. I think it would just make me sick. But so we're going to hike just short of there, stay near a shelter, and then hike in there tomorrow, and then keep on moving down the trail. Okay, so here's a view of the trail this morning. I got up over a climb, which really should be the biggest climb of the day, and we walk around up and down the ridge. Been seeing a whole lot of mountain laurel blooming. Looks like I'm staying kind of staying pace with spring, and that everywhere I go mountain laurel is blooming. So, but actually this trail is very nice and easy. It's nice for a change. There have been a couple of rocky patches, but it's good. Yeah, just need to hike it. A while at the shelter back there were rhododendron, but the rhododendron had already bloomed. So there is no water for a stretch of about 10 miles, so I'm carrying a liter of electrolytes and a liter of water, and makes the pack heavier. Yesterday we resupplied food. That makes the pack heavier, so it's kind of nice actually to have an easier day today. It's kind of a vicious cycle. We eat stuff out of our packs to make them lighter, and then when they get lighter, we have to fill them back up again. So Creek, the person that we were kind of loosely hiking together, he resupplied for 5 days, so his pack today is really heavy. I resupplied, so I'd have a total of 4. He had a good bit more food than me, but we're just gonna keep taking it all in here. Today it's 13 and a half to the shelter. We're targeting, if we happen to get there really, really early, we might push it farther, but there really aren't too many good options. I don't really want to get caught in the same bind we had last night, where we were going to stay in New Caledonia State Park, but they closed their office at 3:30, so you couldn't get a camping permit after that. So we had to hike pretty steep 2 miles up. Well, the beginning was steep, 2 miles up to the shelter. The shelter was nice, and stayed there last night. Got a little bit of a late start. It was chilly this morning. Just felt really good to be in bed and warm. Today should be a little bit warmer day, but with the absence of long climbs, it's very manageable. And since we're walking on the tops of mountains, there's almost always a breeze. So anyway, this is giving you some of the scenery I'm seeing, and just going to try to take it easy today and not plow too hard. Sometimes I get going and have a hard time slowing down and stopping. I'm out ahead of Creek today. He hikes a little slower than I do, but he doesn't take breaks. So if I hike out ahead, then at 4 miles I'll take my pack off, and it gives my feet, my shoulders, my hips, my legs a break. Get off of them, loosen my shoes, eat some snacks, and it just seems to help. Last night we got to the road pickup where we were going to be, and I was pretty tired, really tired actually, and I couldn't even think about hiking to that shelter. There was somebody who left trail magic, ate a banana, a fruit cup, drank some lemonade and an orange soda, went and did the resupply, and somehow I found some new energy. So it's amazing what a rest and some more food in your system will do to get you going. All right, we made it to camp. We made it to the shelter. I'm going to camp somewhere outside, but here's the reward, ladies and gentlemen: a cherry pie. Cherry pie. So 13.67, something like that. Really good trail today, heavy pack with food, but it feels so good to be here. We're early, like shy of 4 o'clock, which means maybe we can do some extracurricular things. I may actually go soak my feet in the stream here after a while. Good cold soak is good for them. They're tired and sore, and so gonna do that. We got bare poles here to hang our food. I just need to find 2 trees here. They haven't presented themselves just yet, but I'm going to take my pack off. Oh, my feet hurt. I'm going to take my pack off and look around a little bit. So thanks for coming along on this ride. I'll show you the shelter here after a while. So here we have the shelter. You can see out front here, we've got a fire pit. One of the interesting things about this is they actually have some firewood cut here for you. Picnic table. This is all well and good as long as the weather's nice. And then the shelter is just basically 3 sides. Not the biggest fan of sleeping in them, but when you need them, they're really nice. They do give you a lot of weather protection. So there's a covered picnic table up here where my pack is. I'm going to come down here. There are some, looks like they made hammock poles, honestly. And I'm going to set up and I'm going to take a load off. So it looks like this shelter actually has intentional hammock poles. These 2 poles braced are just about the exact distance I need. I'm going to set them up in my hammock here, and I'm going to take a load off. There's 2 more over here, but they aren't braced. It looks like these 2 look like one of them straight and the other's leaning. I think somebody set up and moved the post, so I'm glad the others are braced. But I'm excited to be done today. So I'm sitting here making supper and doing a couple of chores. I'm back flushing my water filter, but I just remembered something pretty cool that happened today. So we are now at the 1100 mile marker. I started at 590, so at 1090 I am officially 500 miles in. So I've hiked 500 miles, which is crazy to think about. So I hiked to 500. Hopefully 600 will come in the next a little bit over a week as I'm hiking more miles, but that's really neat. So we got in here early, maybe 3:45, which is really early. Usually it's about 6:30. And we're just going to laze around here. Did hike 13.5 miles, so we put in some miles, but just going to take a load off the feet and just get horizontal and rest. It's been a good day.